CP ran it up.
Hi guys, welcome to Laura Kane After Dark. I'm Laura Kane. I'm all by myself because we await the arrival of the diva of the group, which is this person right here who is absent. Now, the reason he's absent, he tells us, maybe, should I out him, Brian?
Yeah, why not? I mean, he's not here, so.
He's not here, so, okay, so go for it. He called in a panic and he said, oh my God, I've had food poisoning for 3 days, exaggeration, and I've been on the toilet 3 straight days. I couldn't get off the toilet. I'm coming down your street, and that was 10 minutes ago. So I don't know if he had to stop off the side of the road and drop trowel or something.
Oh
I hope not.
That would be a very Erik turn of events.
It would be a total Erik turn of events. Now, he should know that he can come here. Just say he crapped his pants. If that happened, it's okay. I will greet him with love. I will tell him to go into the garage, stick his stuff in the washer. I'll go get him some sweatpants, and he can sit here and do the dang podcast like he's supposed to on Monday nights. But I'm going to give him a little bit of a break, okay? I'll give him a break, and I'll start the show by saying our meet and mingle is January 26th. It's a Thursday, and it's at 6:30 at Tio Leo's on Napa. We just got our website off the ground. It's laurakaneafterdark.com. Thank you so much, Brian, for getting that all worked out for us. On there, on the top on the right, there are 2 little lines, and you go up there. Here he comes. And it says events on there. Get your butt in the seat right the hell now.
Sorry.
No, we thought you maybe had to drop trowel and pop and squat on the street.
Oh, my God.
And I was going to
Wait
tell
till I
you. Okay, but hold on. Let me talk about Tio Leo's first.
Oh, that's starting to facilitate release already. Hi.
Hi. Mwah. Are you okay? Are you going to be okay?
Oh, I'll talk about it.
Oh, my. All right. Can't wait for that. Anyway, say hi to your people on Instagram.
Hi,
say hi to your people on YouTube.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi, Brian.
Howdy.
So I was just going to say that we have a little thing called on our website, Laura Kane After Dark. It says events. Click on events, and there's an RSVP page. So it would be really cool to know if you guys are coming. So just RSVP. That would really be great because then we'll kind of get a head count and we'll know. You can come. It's free. We have prizes. It's going to be a lot of fun. Come mingle with the rest of our listeners. It's going to be a lot of fun. Our listeners are awesome.
And that'll let us know how many laps you and Brian are going to be riding.
Me and Brian. Mm-hmm. That's your...
Yeah, I was going to say, why is it me and Laura?
That is your expertise.
I'm hanging up my crown.
I think I will supervise the lap dances.
I'm thinking people might not want to lap dance after they heard what I just said about Erik.
Good point.
Oh, what did you just say?
That you were on the toilet for 3 days and that you were late because you were on the toilet.
Yeah.
Okay, is this your host chat? We'll get to that in a second. Is this your host chat or no?
Yeah.
Okay. I am like...
One of them.
Oh, Lord. I also want to tell you guys about something coming up in February. Now, we haven't started like taking names or anything yet. But remember the guy, the San Diego Ghost Tours guy who came in here? His name is Michael Brown. Anyway, he has made it a special... He's made it special for us to go to the Cosmo and the Cosmo Hotel, which is the most haunted place in San Diego, he says, and do a live podcast there. So and we have to say that we're going to do like a sign-up sheet or whatever because it's limited spaces for the Cosmo Hotel. Yes, so only 15 people can watch the live podcast. But if you want to go on the tour after the podcast... That is $15 a head. That's what he's going to charge. He usually charges $25. So that's a great deal. And you can come after the podcast and he can take as many as wants to come
Yes.
to the after tour of Old Town and all the scary spots. It's going to be really fun. That's in February. We'll tell you more details. We'll put it on our events page in a little bit. We want to focus on the meet and mingle first, and we'll get that one done.
Yes.
And everything. And it's coming up. It's going to be so exciting. Wait, 2 weeks?
Yeah, the 26th.
2 weeks, 1 week?
26th?
Yeah. Okay, so before we get into your story, let's talk about
Jay.
friend Jay. I don't want him mixed in with any of this.
With any of this debacle that I'm about to spill.
So you work hard for your money, right? Is your money working hard for you? You just say you've done all that you're supposed to do. You've saved, you have a 401k, you put money aside for retirement, but is your money working as hard as you need it to work to cover you when you do retire? That's where Jay Wertzler comes in from Capital Growth Inc. He will tell you what you need to do to get that money to work for you to grow, so it works as hard as you do.
Exactly.
Yeah. So he really focuses on retirement. He's also a financial analyst, so he can help you if you're going through that and you need to split up money and figure out what goes where. Jay can help you. He has many ways to get a hold of him. There are many ways.
If you'd like to give him a phone call,
yes,
it's 858-552-6960. His personal email is jayw@capitalgrowthinc.com, and the website is capitalgrowthinc.com.
And he's not just some suit. He's
awesome.
A down-to-earth guy he really truly cares. Mm-hmm. He cares so much that if you call him and you have a question about something, he'll answer it. It's a consultation. It's free, you guys. I can't say enough good things about Jay.
FREEE.
I don't know if that's true.
Oh, whoops.
But it is for you guys. Okay, if you're listening, it is for you guys. All right, I'll take the heat on this.
It's allegedly free.
I know. Anyway, give him a call. He's the best, and you need your money to work as hard as you do, I think. So that is Capital Growth Inc. and Jay Wertzler.
Thank you, Jay.
Okay. All right. So I feel like you should go first in the little host chat arena.
I probably should, because I want everyone to forget this as soon as possible.
Oh my God. This will not be forgotten.
The website's getting its own page dedicated to this story.
Yes.
The transcript.
So if you just want to throw a poop emoji up there, if you want to put like a fart sound effect, it's great.
If you want to buy a badge in his honor because you feel sorry for him,
because you feel sorry for my colon.
Let's see what happened, and we'll see if we feel sorry for him. Do we feel sorry for you? Are we going to?
Yes.
All right.
Well, I would hope so.
Well,
I mean, I literally weigh about 4 pounds now.
You didn't have any to lose, by the way.
Oh my God.
Starting to sound like a pity party a little bit.
Let's see what he ate.
Right,
Let's see what happened. He might be a little bit of a drama queen here.
What?
I don't know if we're being dramatic.
If you just pulled like a Laura and ate 6 bags of gummy bears and
only
drank Red Bulls, I'm not going to feel as bad.
No, I didn't. It was so bad, you guys.
All right, start from the beginning.
So I picked up lunch on Wednesday at work, and I think I had a turkey burger and a side salad. And a
turkey burger and a side salad on when? What
Wednesday.
Day? Wednesday. Okay.
So Thursday, I was not feeling good. It was my day off.
Nauseous? Or like stomach badness?
And it was that thing where I couldn't tell if I was going to throw up or crap my pants.
Okay.
It was one of those, like I had a really sour stomach. And so then everything started. And I thought, oh no. And I got the chills.
What's
really,
everything
really bad.
Started?
Like the evacuation process.
Out of the butt.
Yes.
Okay. I just, no puking.
No.
Just butt action.
So I would have been good for you to help me.
I would have helped you. I would have wiped your butt. Like, that's not a problem.
I love you.
If you would have puked, I would have been away.
She would have been gone.
I would have
ran
ran away.
Another state.
I feel like the poop should have been a problem. That's pretty
No,
nasty.
I can deal with that. Not a problem.
So I was freezing cold.
That's weird.
Yeah. So then it got worse and worse and worse. And then when I didn't think it could get, I thought, okay, it'll be fine by tomorrow. And I didn't have any anti-diarrhea medicine. I didn't have anything. So
you could have called me, I'm good for that kind of thing.
I know, but you know me, I have to do everything myself.
I know. You're such a brat.
So Friday, I could barely leave my house.
And that's your day off too.
That's my day off too. So on Friday, 23 times.
Were you still feeling sick too? Like in between?
No, I'd feel better. And then I'd be like, oh no, it can't be happening again. So I was up for a full almost 24 hours because the minute I'd start to doze off, it would hit me again. It was like I was prepping for a colonoscopy.
Were you able to eat anything?
Nope. The minute I would eat something like a cracker, it would just
shoot out your butt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Yeah. So then Saturday I had to go to work because I was so busy. But I literally told my boss, I was like, yeah, I'm probably going to just be working from the employee bathroom today.
So did you actually go into work or did you have to go home?
And it actually wasn't, I found some anti-diarrhea medication at work.
Okay.
So it actually wasn't so bad. And then Sunday, I seemed to be in the clear.
Okay.
And all today, I seem to be in the clear until I decide to eat something.
Is this the first time you ate something since Sunday?
I've been eating, like yesterday, I just had some pretty plain spaghetti, nothing on it. And I had a piece of bread and that stayed down.
Okay. What did you eat today that didn't stay down?
I had some fruit.
Probably not a wise choice because that goes out anyway, quickly,
Banana
right?
And
banana, no, maybe
and
not.
Blueberries.
Okay.
I think.
And do you care to tell us where you got the turkey sandwich? The alleged culprit? Is it
not gonna say.
Okay, let me just ask you this: is it like a convenience store type of?
No.
This is a restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was this like a nice sit-down restaurant?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And
our lights just went out.
What just happened?
Really dark.
Our lights got offended.
Oh,
Hold
no.
on.
God.
You continue telling the story.
But yeah, it was awful.
It doesn't actually sound like food poisoning because normally food poisoning will hit you like the first half an hour, and once you get it out, you're done.
Yeah.
3-4 days.
I got food poisoning 2 weeks ago. From
You did?
Yeah, I'll just say it because screw this place. I got food poisoning from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh well, what?
Okay.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on going there. We were actually planning on going to Borden Brew in Santee, but they were closed. So the only place next door was Buffalo Wild Wings. So ate there, wasn't good. Like I didn't even finish my meal, and I left with my girlfriend. She dropped me off at my house, and then the second I get inside, it was just God. Like I was like, as I was walking up to my apartment, I was like, this may not be good. And then I opened the door, I was like, I gotta go. And it was terrible.
Oh, how long did yours last?
Just that night. But a couple times that night.
Well, yeah. So yesterday I was wondering if maybe I had some sort of like a
you had a bug.
Like a bug or
yeah,
something because it was crazy.
I'm just very relieved you didn't puke all those days. That would have made me really upset.
Yeah, you would have.
I mean, I'm sorry you went through that. Don't get me wrong.
You wouldn't have allowed me in here tonight with the on the chance that I might
hell no.
puke. Yeah,
it'd be fun to do a show sometime in the future where we just spend the entire time trying to make somebody puke.
Oh no, she would do it.
We did that.
Yeah,
Brian.
Well, I wasn't here for it, so I'm kind of thinking. We might have to do
God,
it again.
it was horrendous. It was our biggest fears episode, and mine is throw up. So
she had to watch somebody puke in a bucket.
A guy took Epicac, that stuff.
Yeah.
And had the whole thing.
Are you one of those people like the sound of dry heaving makes you like?
Oh yeah.
It's not even that.
I just go like.
It's that, but it's just the before. It's like if somebody goes, I don't feel so good, then immediately I start getting shaky and my hands start getting clammy. It's one of my biggest fears. I don't know. I can't explain it. It just is.
Good
and anyway, well, I'm glad. Are you feeling better? Oh, great. And there's a video that I just saw.
That is really gross.
Erik, don't do that. Nobody wants to hear that. No one. That is disgusting.
I need to put that on the soundboard.
No, you do not. Nobody wants to hear that. That is gross.
Your face.
Holy cow.
Oh my God. That was hilarious.
Ridiculous.
Oh my God. Hi.
Okay.
Hi, Julie.
What else are you going to chat about?
Okay, so I have to tell you, I don't know, 2022. So this is an email that I sent out at work. So we had an issue with one of our elevators.
Okay.
And it's been, because we've been waiting for a part to come from like Canada or something, and it's taken like a month and a half. So we got confirmation that the part was going to be in, that it was going to be installed today. So I sent out an email to everyone, to the entire, all the clients.
All the residents.
I just feel like I know where this story is going.
And I said, hey, we have great news. The elevator company is going to be out between this time and this time on this date.
Oh, okay. I know where this is going, I think.
Is there an update on this? It's still not working. Dated 3 days before the replacement was supposed to take place. So they didn't even read my email.
Oh.
And I'm like, what?
Well, let me ask you this. Did anybody come today? Because it's a holiday.
Yeah, they came.
Oh, they did. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. But
Can you believe all this rain?
I passed 12 cars pull off on the side of the freeway on my way here.
It's insane.
crazy.
I had to work this morning from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. and it was insane, nonstop, because I do traffic in the morning.
Oh, I bet
there
it was
were
crazy.
Flooded spots, and there was mud and rock and dirt and boulders and potholes and you name it, and then accidents.
I heard like most of Mission Valley's underwater.
Oh yeah, and you know what's so stupid? We actually had to tell people, when you see a sign that says "Do not cross," don't cross. Don't risk it, because you could easily be swept away. Those waters are so much stronger than they look. Mm-hmm. Not only that, but if you do get rescued, how embarrassing. I mean, come on.
I saw a video of the Mission Trails, and the water level was, the dam was at like actually under the water. So like that's higher than it's been the last 20 something years.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I'm really glad that we have all this rain, because it's making everything so green and pretty, and it's washing all the trash away.
Fish Girl just bought a badge.
Hi, Fish Girl.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
It means the world to us that you do that. That just That's sweet.
Very sweet of you.
I love it. I love it. Fish Girl, you're great.
I'll give Fish Girl a lap dance.
Okay, now my host chat.
Can I see that shirt?
That's part of my host chat.
Oh.
Okay. Do you like...
Can you show me that shirt real quick?
Hold on. Patience. Do you like this shirt? Here, I'll show the people on Instagram.
Wow.
I'm not
okay.
I'm not really liking it so far.
Just, you know...
Oh, what, this shirt you're wearing?
This shirt.
Let me look.
Sure.
Let me
Do
look
you
at
like this shirt? Just don't look at my stomach. Just look at this front.
Oh, I feel like, I mean...
For the podcast. Do you like it for the podcast?
Yes, I do.
Because you can't see really my stomach, which is the good news. But the front...
What's wrong with your stomach?
I think your stomach...
I don't know. I just don't feel like...
I think it's a nice color. Sure. It looks good on you.
Okay.
I have no opinion.
This I bought at a thrift store for $2.50. Not only that, it was 50% off $2.50. So it was $1.25. And it's Forever 21, and it still had tags on it. So I decided to get it. I probably won't wear it anywhere else but here. But how do you feel about clothes from thrift stores if they are washed very well?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, because I bought you something at a thrift store.
Oh, my God.
But you really needed it. And I'm hoping you'll wear it. It's size medium.
Okay. Oh, my God. I'm so excited.
I already washed it.
Okay.
Okay. There's no cooties on it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's good.
It says cocky.
Oh, my God. I will totally wear that.
Isn't that something you would totally wear?
That is so
cocky.
cute. I love it.
Don't you have one that just says cock on it?
No, it says...
It says dick.
It says don't be a cocksucker.
Oh, okay. It's even worse than I thought.
Yeah, and it's a rooster licking a lollipop.
Oh, that's right. But you'll wear that one?
I'll totally wear
Okay,
this.
I knew it. I'm so excited because sometimes you find like the greatest things. And I get so excited.
This is so cute.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then I have a very serious question to throw out to both of you. Okay. It's very important. Very important. I want you to really think about this question.
Muy importante.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, a fight between 3 individuals. Did these go off again?
Yeah.
Do they need to be on?
No.
Try to click them on. Just figure it out, Erik.
He's turning the wrong lights off.
Oh, God. Which one should I turn off? Hold on.
Okay, I'll give you the scenario.
Okay.
In a fight, who would win among the following?
Me.
Chucky the doll, Annabelle the doll or Megan the doll?
Me. I'd win.
Wait, say that again.
You are not
turning on the lights.
a scary doll. These are between.
Are you sure?
I'm not, but scary doll. Annabelle, who would kick whose butt? Annabelle?
Who would kick my butt?
No, each other's butt. Who would be the last one standing between Annabelle the doll, Chucky the doll, and Megan the doll?
Okay,
since that movie's like doing so well.
I haven't seen Megan.
Megan would be would be out first thing.
I agree.
Not even close.
Not even close.
She's
not even close.
Too.
No, she would win. She would kick Chucky's ass in a second.
Who?
Megan the doll.
No way.
I'm voting Annabelle
because they were both possessed by the devil.
Yeah, I'm voting Annabelle.
Chucky and Annabelle were
Chucky
both.
Chucky was just possessed by a crazy guy.
Yeah, a serial killer.
Annabelle was literally possessed by a demon. I'm giving it to Annabelle.
Well, we're talking AI, the best technology.
Yeah, one power outage and she's done.
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
I'm saying Chucky would be the last man standing.
I say Chucky's out first.
No.
Oh yeah,
because he's got a knife too.
I could maybe see Chucky out first because Chucky can die kind of easy.
Then Annabelle.
No, because what would happen would be she'd be in the middle of one of her weird dance kicks, and Chucky would like slice her Achilles tendon.
Stab her in the private.
This movie is intense. I haven't seen it.
I've heard it is doing so well. Everybody that I know that's seen it has said it's great.
Fish Girl says Megan would win, and I
still
agree.
don't have a strong desire to see it.
I don't really either.
Yeah,
it's doing really well though.
Here's the thing: I just gotta push her in a pool of water, and she's done.
Is that how they eventually kill her? I wonder.
That's how electronics work.
Yeah.
True.
That's like throwing an iPhone into the pool.
I don't think she's like the Terminator. I think she's just a really cool robot.
Chucky can barely run, right? He's so tiny.
No,
exactly.
but he's a fast little. Yeah.
I'm still going Annabelle. She's got a demon in her.
Yeah.
Even if you destroy the doll, the demon comes out and then just smites you or drags you to hell, Sam Raimi style.
I have to be honest. I have never seen a Chucky movie.
Jesus
what?
Christ.
I have no desire.
Have you seen an Annabelle movie?
Yes, we saw Annabelle.
I did see Annabelle.
Have you seen Megan yet?
No, but I've seen premieres. I've seen video clips, trailers. Thank you. And she is badass.
She just dances and does weird kicks.
And then she gets scary. Funky. She gets real scary.
And
I haven't seen the movie.
When she's listening to someone talk, she looks just like Kim Kardashian.
She really? She like
they're about the same. They have the same amount of plastic in them too.
Exactly. The same interesting stare. I saw a movie on Friday night since I was bedridden.
Oh, at your home?
Yes.
Okay.
On the Peacock Network. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Sick?
Sick.
Oh, man, you guys.
Who's in it? What is it?
I haven't heard of this.
I don't really know who's in it. I didn't recognize any of the people in it, but it's done by the guy who did, I think, Scream. Not Wes Craven, but it deals with the pandemic and isolating, and these two college students decide to isolate at the girl's dad's huge house out in the middle of nowhere, and they're attacked by a serial killer.
Ooh.
And the first 38 minutes, it's all the character establishment and everything. And you're like, this is going to be so stupid. At 38.1 seconds, that thing kicks into, it goes from 10 to 160 and it never lets up.
Is Peacock the only place you can see it right now?
Mm-hmm.
I do have to say, I saw a movie last night upon your recommendation and it was awesome. It was The Black Phone.
Oh,
wow, that's good.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's a real good movie. Mm-hmm. I can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah.
I did watch The Pale Blue Eyes last week. It's good. It's not great, but it is good.
Yeah, it's good.
The guy who plays, I forget his name, Edgar Allan Poe, though, he is very good in it.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah.
And the cinematography, wasn't it amazing?
Yeah, cinematography was good.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Anything new on Netflix that we need to see?
I watched the documentary called Give Me a Second.
Okay. By the way, we have Monique Ramsey coming in from Jolla Cosmetic here after you do your Double D news.
Oh, yes.
And she's going to tell us new year, new you, what's up, new procedures, the tried and true procedures, things you can get. You can finance things now. It's really cool. Excited to talk to her.
I'm not going to be able to find it. I'll find it and I'll let you guys know. It was.
I'll
really
say real
good.
quick then. There's a new show on HBO Max that just premiered. It's a new series, and the first episode just dropped. It's called The Last of Us. And it's got Pedro Pascal.
That looks too depressing.
Very good.
Is it good? Okay,
Very
because it
good.
started last night, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it
So
tonight.
I just watched it today, and it's only the first episode, but it is very good.
Okay.
On Showtime, there's a show called Your Honor. It has Bryan Cranston in it. He plays a judge. This is the second season. Watch the first season. It's incredible. It's on Showtime. The second season just premiered.
Showtime?
Well, I do because I love Yellow Jackets, that
Oh,
show.
Yellow Jackets is so good.
Oh, my God. It comes back in March, I think. But Your Honor is really good, and they just started on Sunday, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent.
So, let's do your double D so we can get Monique in here to talk about cosmetic surgery and all the fun things you can get done
Oh, yeah, baby.
at La Jolla Cosmetic. Oh, did you see the things I put aside for you? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. I'll edit this part out. Hey, Joyful bought a badge.
Hi, Joyful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That's so nice. We really appreciate it.
For my toilet paper fund.
Yes. Oh my gosh, you must have gone through so much.
Oh my! I went through almost an entire roll in one day.
Oh
Jesus.
my God. Your poor
I know.
butt must be so raw.
Poor sewage system.
I know.
You need some
Well, it was all water, so
that baby stuff they put on like baby rashes.
Desitin.
Yes, you need some Desitin.
A little Desitin and a kiss.
I'd do that for you. Because I love you that much. I would give it a little kiss.
Oh my God, I love you
The
too.
mom in me really wants to.
Oh, you're the best mom ever. Oh, is it time?
It is time.
Oh gosh. So I don't even know where to start. Well, I usually start when people drop dead, right?
Yeah, let's
okay,
start
so let's
there.
get that out of the way. Biggest news, Lisa Marie Presley, only child of Elvis, died at 54 of cardiac arrest.
That was crazy.
Do we know anything more?
They said that, she still lived with the ex-husband.
Yes.
And the housekeeper found her. And then he applied CPR till the paramedics got there, but she was already brain dead.
Yeah.
But then while she was in an induced coma, she suffered another one, and that killed her. Yeah.
Oh.
It is crazy.
And Elvis and the grandfather both died of the same thing at a young age.
Is it hereditary then?
I guess.
Oh, man.
And she was 20 days shy of her 55th birthday. Wow. That was so, so sad. And her daughter is actress Riley Keough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
she's
really?
She
got
lost
two
her
twins.
brother and
Yes.
her mother now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jeff Beck, dead at 78.
Jeff Beck died?
Mm-hmm. On Saturday or Friday.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Gina Lollobrigida died today at 95.
I don't
She was
really
the Italian
remember
actress.
what she was famous for. I know the name, but I
She
don't
was
know.
super, super sexy. They kind of compared her with Sophia Loren.
Okay.
Because they were both Italian, and her career just never took off.
Great name, though.
Oh, yeah.
Gina Lollobrigida.
I know, it just oozes sex like Sophia Loren.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. So that was really sad. Remember the George Michael Freedom 90 video with Cindy Crawford, Christy Turlington, Naomi Campbell, and Linda Evangelista and Tatiana Patisse? Where he was singing Freedom, and they were
Yes.
they were all the big supermodels at the time.
What about it?
It's that music video.
Supermodel Tatiana Patisse, she died of cancer at 56.
What is going on?
I know, it's
People are just
crazy.
dropping dead.
Yeah, it's awful. So Adele allegedly is using fillers to hide unsold seats at her Las Vegas residency. The tickets were so high, and remember, she kind of went on that campaign and made it so that casinos and places like that couldn't just give away tickets to people that didn't appreciate her. She wanted it to be for her fans. So the tickets were so high when she finally established the residency there, because remember, it was delayed, that fans seemed to lose interest because they couldn't afford the ticket prices. So now the ticket prices are plummeting.
well,
and
I
people
didn't even
still-
realize it was on again.
I didn't either, but it goes till like March 30th in Vegas. I
Oh.
didn't even know she was there.
Seat fillers they have to use then, huh?
Oh boy.
Never mind. I'm done. I'm over it.
It's so dark in here.
Crap.
So Kanye West allegedly had a secret wedding with a mystery woman who's now been identified as Bianca Sansoni. She's a Yeezy architectural designer. If you look at her,
she designs those dang shoes.
Those probably all that hideous stuff.
Shoes are so ugly.
And shocker, she looks exactly like Kim Kardashian.
He has a type.
What a surprise. So did you hear about Britney Spears?
Okay. All I saw was Britney has a manic episode on date night. That's all I saw. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
I heard she supposedly has kind of disappeared too.
Yeah. So her and her husband, Sam, went because I was there.
Yeah,
No,
of course. Yeah.
It was a restaurant called Joey in the San Fernando Valley. Her and her husband, Sam, went there for dinner. And of course, because she does just the twirling videos on Instagram. When she walked into the restaurant with him, of course, it was packed and everybody saw her. So they immediately, no privacy, just started taking out their phones and filming her. And she flipped out. And so it was initially stated that he got fed up and left, the husband. But
fed up at her or fed up at the
I guess the whole situation
okay.
and got up and left, which he's come out and said that wasn't true. She was so upset that I just went to get the car.
Okay.
And to get her out of there. And the waiter was trying to calm her down and she was like, no, I came in here to eat. Now
I don't blame her.
I don't either. I would have probably flipped out.
Well, then
too.
why is everybody saying she's having a manic episode? She probably doesn't want to be bothered.
Because it's the media.
Well, it's also, I think, the severity in which she deals with things, like not being able to regulate her emotions super well.
Yeah.
I think it's. I am curious about the people because there was a big movement for the whole Free Britney thing. I'm wondering what some of those people's reaction are now that she's been out in the public for a while, because she has taken her image has taken an interesting turn.
It sure has.
From playgirl to kind of crazy girl. So I don't know, it's interesting.
Those videos she releases don't do her any favors.
Not at all.
No,
very strange.
They're still a little weird. But,
yeah.
Did you hear about Andy Dick?
No.
He was arrested again. So he was arrested 2 times last year. So one, he was arrested in Santa Barbara because he was busted in Santa Barbara on October 22nd for stealing power tools out of somebody's garage. And then last May, he was arrested for sexual assault, and that was all filmed. I guess the arrest of him for the sexual assault was filmed. So he was just arrested on 2 charges, public intoxication and failure to register as a sex offender.
Oh, boy.
And it's his second arrest in 8 months, I guess. So
that's awkward.
Yeah, that was weird. John Legend and Chrissy Teigen had a baby.
Oh, yeah. What kind of baby did they have? Boy or girl?
They haven't said.
Oh, I needed to know that. And the name.
Yeah,
and I'm very upset with Rihanna because I still don't know that baby's name.
Have not released the sex or the name of the baby.
In May, she had that baby.
Mm-hmm. She is keeping it under wraps.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
Good for her. Write her a letter.
I will.
So I have 2 really juicy bits about the Housewives. So Housewives of Beverly Hills, Lisa Rinna, she quit.
Yeah.
Right? So she was...
Or was she asked to leave?
She said that she effing hated filming the show, and the money that they offered her for the new season was not enough.
Okay.
And then Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Jen Shah, has been ordered to complete a mental health program after her prison sentence. So she got sentenced to 6.5 years.
And she's taking meds now too.
Mm-hmm.
And now the meds have made her see clearly.
Have made her see clearly to her wrongdoing. I was like, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Selena Gomez is dating the Chainsmokers' Drew Taggart.
Oh, cute.
That's nice.
I want nothing but the best for her.
Me too. Did you see her documentary?
No, not yet. But I like her despite the even though I haven't seen that, I still like her.
It's really good. It's very, very good. And then last news of the evening, Jeremy Renner may lose his leg.
Oh, no. I was just wondering how he's doing.
Yeah. So they haven't made the final decision yet, but he may lose his leg.
Oh, that's crazy.
I know that would, and fans.
Can you imagine? Yeah.
He's an action star, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he's in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
He's a huge actor right
now.
Who does he play in the Marvel universe?
Oh, I don't know.
I am not into those movies.
Clearly. Anyways,
most of them are pretty good.
He plays Hawkeye, the guy with the bow and arrow.
Oh, okay. I've heard that, yeah.
So
haven't seen that, but I've heard that.
Last thing I have is, do you want to know what the most anticipated horror films for 2023 are? You know, you and I both do.
Let me think.
You do too.
Almost definitely.
I do?
Yeah, you like horror films, don't you?
Oh, I love horror films.
Yeah.
The most anticipated.
Horror.
I just saw
Not horror films.
So I saw
No, he did. I thought he did.
I saw the trailer for one of them the other night, and if it's as good as the trailer, it's going to be good.
Real quick, have you seen the trailer for Skinamark?
No.
You should look that up.
Skinamark?
That's what it's called.
Okay.
I had never heard of it until someone showed me the trailer, and it looks very good. I think it's out
Scary?
now.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's an indie film, but it looks very good. It's in theaters right now, but I think it has a limited release.
Skinamark. Okay.
Anyways.
So number one, interesting. Well, I don't think these are in order of how excited everybody is, but I'll just go over there's 9. Number 1 is The Nun 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I was like, Number 2, I've never even heard of this. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Yeah.
Seriously?
So because the rights just reverted to the public domain because of the copyright just like basically expired. So immediately someone started producing a movie about it. So yeah, there's a trailer out for it and everything.
Got it.
It'll be funny.
Wow.
It won't be great, but it'll probably be funny.
Megan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saw 10.
Yeah.
I'm done with that.
First 5 were good, but
Scream 6.
I'm done with that.
actually might be down for that one.
Infinity Pool.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Okay. Evil Dead Rise, which we saw the Evil Dead remake, and remember, it was good.
The remake was very good.
It was really good.
Still not as good as the original. But.
Beau is Afraid.
Oh, I think I saw a clip from that, but I don't remember it.
And I am jonesing for this because it's one of my favorite scary movies ever. The Exorcist remake. And Ellen Burstyn is reprising her role as Chris McNeil.
Holy cow.
And the trailer looks so scary.
Is there going to be a new... What's her name?
Regan McNeil.
Regan. Yeah. Is there going to be a new Regan in there? Or is she going to come back?
No.
Okay.
No.
Dang.
I don't think Linda Blair will ever do another Exorcist movie.
They will not ever top the original.
No,
There's
won't.
no way.
But I
think they could, because the original is an iconic movie, but it's not that good of a movie if you kind of like look at it at a critical level.
It's so scary. Oh
my
God.
It's got really weird pacing and
it's so
I love it though.
Good. Did you ever see the documentary called Leap of Faith? And it's all about the making of the Exorcist.
Yeah, I've seen parts of it. Yeah,
it is so good.
There's probably a lot of things that happen on the set and stuff.
Yeah, and the stuff they put the actors through. Yeah.
No, thank you. I don't want to be involved in any kind of demon
set
thing.
Caught fire like 3 times.
Oh
People
yeah,
were just dying and.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, that was it.
Oh, Matt brought something up to our attention.
What?
Have you seen the movie Everything, All at Once, Everywhere,
No.
whatever?
Everything, Everywhere.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
And did you like it?
Yes.
It's getting like really insane.
Well, it came out like 6 months ago.
Right, but I mean, they're getting rewards and stuff, awards.
It's award season. I don't know if it's won anything yet, but
I keep hearing this movie.
it might win the Oscars.
Do I need to see it then? Yeah.
Yeah, you should see it.
Okay.
It's sci-fi fantasy.
Yeah, it's a little.
Oh, I don't want to see that.
Well, it's a little nonsensical, but it's very funny, and it's very like.
I like Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah, she's very good.
I like her a lot.
And Jamie Lee Curtis is also really good in it.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
You don't need to put that on before Monique comes on.
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I'm just folding it so it doesn't get wrinkled.
Also, did you hear who Pete Davidson is rumored to be seeing?
Oh God, who?
Oh, I'm so excited.
Lana Del Rey.
Really?
Lana Del Rey?
Rumored.
That's
Nothing's confirmed.
God.
She's hot, but
She
not
is,
as
but
like
God.
hot as the last two
She
women.
doesn't seem like his type.
No.
She's really
Maybe it'll be the real thing.
Oh,
Nah.
I forgot to tell you guys. There's a new movie. Remember, David was on and he did the makeup for 80 for Brady.
Yeah.
So 80 for Brady's coming out. The theme song. This is my dream come true. It's being sung. Diane Warren wrote it, so you know it's going to be a hit.
Okay, yeah, she does hits.
It's called Gonna Be You, and it features Dolly Parton, Debbie Harry from Blondie, Cyndi Lauper, Gloria Estefan, and Belinda Carlisle.
All of them?
Yes.
Wow. This movie looks great.
Love me some Belinda Carlisle. I love her so much.
I heard that people are worried about Jack Nicholson because he has not come out of his house in like a year or something, and they're afraid he's going to die like Marlon Brando.
He's 85 years old.
He's old.
I know,
He's
but
an old man.
But still, there's
he's like a really old man.
Right, but there are stars out there that still come out and they're 85.
Not everyone can be Harrison Ford.
I don't want him to go like that.
He's gonna die. Doesn't he also have like dementia or Alzheimer's or something?
Oh, I don't know that.
I think he's got something.
He hasn't done a movie in.
No, he hasn't.
No, he retired. I think.
Oh, is that? Oh, did he?
Wasn't like The Departed or Anger Management or something his last movie?
Something. Yeah, it's been a while.
I don't want to hear that name as the next person who dies.
It's gonna be.
I'm not ready for that.
He's gonna die eventually.
Well, yeah, I know, but not soon.
Probably within the next couple of years.
So, do you want to know who has the richest pets in the world?
This is gonna annoy me.
The richest pets? It's probably Kim
and it's not Elvis. Elvis is not on the list yet.
No, he's
How do you have a richest pet?
I know.
Pets that make appearances, I guess.
Well, it's a cat website, and they put together a list of the top 10 richest pets in the world. So, Taylor Swift's cat, Olivia Benson, ranks at number 3 with a net worth of $97 million. Oprah Winfrey's 4 dogs made the list at number 4. They will collectively inherit $30 million when she passes.
Wait, I'm so confused about how they are calculating this. Is it just whoever is the richest person who has a pet? Like,
no, this is what they've like Karl Lagerfeld. It was infamous. He loved his cat Chopette, and when he died, whoever he willed her to got $13 million to take care of the cat.
Why is Olivia Benson worth $97 million? Is she featured in
No,
videos
but that's probably what she would get.
Taylor Swift's cat?
Yeah.
I always knew she was weird.
Mm-hmm. No, she's awesome.
No, she's weird.
You would, if you were single,
and she
you would
was
date her.
No, I would not. I would not.
She's been in Taylor Swift's cat has been in commercials like DirecTV, Diet Coke, and AT&T, and then the music videos are me and blank space that she's been in.
I don't know. I would not date Taylor Swift.
Why not?
Okay, because she's had so many boyfriends, and they all have just not worked out for the craziest reasons. And then she writes a crazy song about them. And I'm sure there was issues on both sides, but she must be crazy or something because she's had a ton of high-profile guys that have just not worked out.
Again, in her 20s when all this happened. Now she's in her almost 30s, right?
And still doesn't have a
no, has had a long-time boyfriend. I'm going to give it just because she was young.
Maybe.
I know you're in your 20s.
Still wouldn't date her. Because if we did break up, I don't want a nasty song written about me.
Betty White's golden retriever Pontiac is at number 7 with an inherited fortune of $5 million. But she loved animals.
I'm ready to become a dog.
I know. My next life, a famous dog. Are you done?
I am. Guess who's coming on?
Oh, my favorite. Come on down, Monique.
So excited.
Monique Ramsey from La Jolla Cosmetic Surgery Center and Med Spa. She is the brains and she is the face, I think, behind La Jolla Cosmetic. Plus, she hosts a podcast, the La Jolla Cosmetic Podcast. And you guys have been doing it now over 2 years now, or is it?
It's coming up on 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so we've got like 85 episodes somehow.
Because you come out, it's once a week, right?
It's once a week. We might have to change that. But right
it's
now
a lot,
it's every
huh?
Tuesday. It is a lot. And I see you guys doing twice a week. It's amazing.
I know. But there's a lot of things that you've had to, like, okay, what are we going to talk about this time? Because we've already talked about boob jobs or we've already breast augmentation. I'm sorry. We've already talked about this. But
I'll let you talk about that.
Oh, yes. I can talk all about that. But if there's anything that you've ever wanted to know about, there is a podcast episode about it.
It's true. It's true. We are.
Anything.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've done the threads and everything too.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask me about the threads.
So it's funny because I was looking the other day to find the Threads podcast thinking we had to have done it, but we didn't. We kind of talked about it with Con because Con is a national trainer for Nova Threads. And so I was looking back and I'm like, no, we have to have done one. Well, we didn't. So we're going to do one. But he does mention it in his like Meet Con video.
Oh, okay.
Podcast.
Oh,
so,
good.
Yeah.
Well, we wanted to have you on because it's January and a lot of people are like going to the gym or starting off like it's going to be a new me this year. And so I thought, well, what better way if you want to like look better in the new year? Yeah. What kind of things are new or upcoming kind of things that you guys now offer? I mean, we'll talk about the tried and true, don't get me wrong, but like what new things are out there?
Well, so we just did a podcast last week, and it should be up either tomorrow or next Tuesday with Dr. Brahmi about kind of what are the trends. Is there some weird stuff out there that's good or bad? You hear what the stars are doing and you're like, I'm not so sure. So he kind of goes over some of the things. And one of the things that's been around for a long time but has gotten popular, and it's only good for the right patient, but is called buccal fat pad removal. And it's the fat it's to get a more chiseled cheek line, I guess. Oh. So people have a really round face. They can go in through the mouth. So I guess it's a really easy operation, especially when you're asleep. Yeah. Right? Well, if it's done by itself, I think you could have it under local, truly. But they go in and they can kind of de-fat your face a little bit. But it's really, he was emphasizing it's really only good for certain people because as we age, as I'm finding out, you lose volume in your face and your collagen isn't stimulated as quickly. You lose even some bone and things are just droopy. So, and sometimes older people get that kind of a gaunt look and you don't want that. So it's selectively used, but there's some high profile stars who have had it done. And so we talked a little bit about that. And we talked also about, deep plane facelifts. So there's, that's been around a while too, but there's more and more doctors doing it. And we have a new surgeon joining our practice on February 1st, so in a couple of weeks, because Dr. Lori Saltz, who's been with us since
she's
1990.
Like a famous name over there.
Yeah, she retired finally. And so she said, I'm gone. And, we have so many patients who love a woman surgeon, who love to have a female, especially if they're doing a body procedure. So her name is Dr. Diana Breister, and she will be coming in February. And one of the things that she does everything, breast, body, and then also some, specialized. She loves to do facelifts and like a deep plane facelift where they kind of go deeper into the structures, so it's a little more invasive. I mean, a facelift is invasive, but where they're, I think, really trying to pull up and resuspend deeper layers so it lasts a long time. So that's something that's kind of new and interesting. As we all are addicted to threads. You were talking about your addictions on your last episode.
Oh my God,
you're addicted to chairs. I'm addicted to threads.
I freaking love those threads.
Yeah, and it's because I think they give you a lot of bang for your buck because they give you an instant lift immediately, but then they also stimulate collagen, and so they over time, and there's different sizes and different thicknesses of them, and they do different things, but they break down over time. So it's just like a absorbable suture is really what it is, but they're specialized.
Yeah.
And they kind of suspend, and they can help build collagen, and you get really like a 1 to 2 year benefit from them. And
I love
it's done
the
in
threads.
like 20 minutes. It's
crazy. It's like what do they call it? A cannula. Mm-hmm. They put a cannula in your cheek, which none of this hurts at all. And you're not asleep.
Right.
You don't need to be. And they're like threads. They're about this long. Like you said, there's different sizes depending on where you put them. And they have like little notches on them. Mm-hmm. So you stick them down underneath the layer of the skin, right? I know. Are you going to pass out? Don't pass out. This is all good. And they stick them in, and then I remember Ann did it, and she lifted up the thread, and I could see my face lifting up, and she just like hooked it. I'm like, that's awesome. I love the immediate benefit. That was cool.
Yeah. So there's little spirally ones that help with certain kinds of wrinkles, and there's stimulating collagen. There's barbed ones. So like you say, it goes in smooth, but then when you pull it, it's, the teeth are on the backside, and so then it gives you that instant lift. And then you also really get that collagen stimulation. And people can put them. You can put them anywhere. You can put them in your décolletage. You can have them in your knees.
That's what I heard for the knees. So what would that do? Just lift up some saggy knees?
Yeah, for sagging skin.
Okay.
Yeah, and help just kind of smooth that area out. I mean, they're even using it.
Are you serious?
I am.
My God.
We are.
People get them done in their hands and stuff too, or
I
no?
don't know on threads on the hands. I know we do like Ultherapy for the hands. They can do filler for the hands because as we age, our skin gets thinner.
And this is the first place it shows.
Kind of plump, right? And so they can do some different like resurfacing, BBL, like light resurfacing, and filler or Ultherapy. But yeah, there's things for your hands too, which I think is a really good point because you could have. You're looking great from here.
Yeah.
Right.
And then all of a sudden your hands look like you're 90 and then it's not.
Same
it's
with
not
the
great.
décolletage.
Well, yes, this is true. And a lot of, so having either, they can do Ultherapy here, which is ultrasound and it stimulates collagen. It heats up the tissues to get that response, a healing response. And your body then is stimulated over time. So Ultherapy isn't one of those instant gratification like the thread lifts, but over a few months, it's pretty incredible what and it can be used in conjunction with other things.
I had it done like 2 years ago by Con.
Yeah.
And I'm still benefiting from it.
Yeah.
That's how long it lasts.
It's really good. And now, so one of the things, so we were talking about things that are new, and we are ridiculously excited. I don't want to say obsessed because I'm of a certain age where I'm like, is everybody obsessed about everything? Can we just stop using that word?
Uh-oh.
Really? No, but that's okay. That's just me because now I'm 55. And
I hear you.
it just happened. It just happened.
When was your birthday?
Christmas. I know you were last week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm Christmas Day. Thank you.
There's the mic right there.
Oh, sorry.
He forgets. When we have a guest on, he hangs back and forgets he's on the show.
So anyway, we have a new machine that is going to be in our new location. So we are opening a second location in Carlsbad at the Beacon, which is at El Camino Real and La Costa Avenue. And a lot of people know where Lofty Coffee is or Equinox Fitness. Okay, right there. We're right next door to Lofty Coffee. And so that opens in March, beginning of March. And then we have this new machine, I don't know what to call it, technology, that's called Morpheus 8. And it's like a body tight. It can kind of be used anywhere. Face tight, the like face tight, TITE is their kind of procedure, body tight. So you can use it anywhere. I saw pictures where they're doing people's backs, where they have kind of back rolls, but not fat, but just kind of extra skin, or their tummy from having scars from, or stretch marks from
I need
pregnancy.
some tightening in my stomach because I still have loose skin and it bothers me.
We need to get you in there. So I've already told them I want to be a test.
Is this like a thing you sit in, or is it like a thing that goes over?
It actually looks like, so it's radio frequency.
Okay.
So it's radio frequency microneedling. So it's using the technology of microneedling, where if you guys have ever looked that up online, it's like a whole bunch of little microneedles that go into your face and they're helping to sort of resurface the skin and tighten it up. Well, this is using like a fractional laser technology or radio frequency, I guess, to penetrate deeper and kind of do what Ultherapy is doing, which is creating a wound response, creating that smoother skin, less wrinkles, a tightening benefit, and they can pretty much do it anywhere apparently. So this is super exciting.
Oh, the Morpheus! This is my next on my list.
It
God,
sounds like
she's gonna be dreaming about
You
that.
guys are talking about movies. I'm like, Morpheus 8. Doesn't that sound like a movie?
It totally does.
Let's do it.
Totally does.
I'm so ready. So that our Carlsbad location will be it's not going to be surgery. So our surgeons are still at the La Jolla location, but it'll be a med spa location.
Like all the other things.
Like all the other
Botox
things.
and filler and this and that.
And they're going to be open, I think like 8 to 8, Monday through Friday, which is huge. And on Saturdays from 9 to 5.
That's huge.
Because our building currently that we're in La Jolla, it closes down at 7. Like you can't get up an elevator, or you can't work on a Saturday. Nobody does. And so it's really nice that we'll have a place for people who are in North County. They don't have to drive as far, but then also, if you can't get in before, we close at 6, then this is the perfect solution.
Congratulations. That just means you guys are so successful. I mean, you guys are growing and growing, which is awesome.
Well, we're going into our 35th year in San Diego.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
Which is
the best.
And I've been there 31 of them.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
So if you ever, I should have started a book. Like, remember what was the one that came out, Peyton Place or something, way back, where it was like a thinly veiled, just, there's so many crazy stories, and luckily I have the worst memory and I forget a lot. But it's just like all those years, that'd be if I had known then that I was going to be here for 31 years, I would have started like taking some notes.
Do you have any crazy stories you can remember? Or is there anything that
so the first thing that comes to my mind, and actually we talked about this with Dr. Brahmi the other day, is fashion. We see fashion change over years. Well, and in plastic surgery, fads come and go too, or certain looks. So when I was started in the early 90s, well, first of all, it was the breast implant crisis.
Oh, yeah.
So everything, I was there for like 2 months and boom, they were off the market and people were calling frantic. And anyway, that was crazy. But they've all been redone and everything's good and safe. And but we used to have patients having a breast augmentation, and this number of cc's, or kind of how big the implant is, would be like 300, 325, 350.
That's like
just
me.
About
That's like
all
me.
the time. And we had a patient who had come in from out of town, and her husband, and she wanted 550 cc implants, which for us was like, we couldn't find them. That was so unheard of at the time. We called around everywhere. And back at the time, I think Mission Bay Hospital was still around, and they're like, yeah, we have a set. So I ran and had to go pick them up. Like, it was a big thing, because we were thinking that was like so out of the normal range. And, over, I'd say, 10 years ago or 5 years ago, people was like, oh yeah, I have 450s, I have 500s.
What's the highest now?
9 or something.
Gosh.
Who knows?
900
not that we've ever done.
Right.
But what we're seeing is that pendulum swing back to a more natural, more, what fits your frame. And really and even Dr. Salazar was talking about the footprint. You have to respect the footprint of the breast before you go putting an implant in there, like where everybody's anatomy is different. So really that pendulum had swung really far one direction, and now and even with the BBLs, the Kim Kardashian, that kind of
is that going out?
It's just getting more normalized, and really regular people off the street don't ask for that. Most everybody's are really just saying, I just want a little more curve, or I don't have a butt and I want a little something, and
can somebody do something for that? Like, what is available for somebody that has a flat butt?
Well, it would be, there are buttock implants, but almost never are they used, because there's just a high complication rate.
Yeah.
But
I had a friend that got one, and the sutures started to rupture.
Oh god!
Because it's in such a weird spot.
It's weird spot. I remember seeing one years and years ago that we did, and this poor woman had so many complications because you sit on it all the time. So you think about something that's been
every time you walk or take a step, so it's constantly pulling. And I think it was the same with like calf implants, and there's stuff like that.
Every once in a while, calf implants work, but it's when you can use your own fat and kind of try to get the same result with that, and it's your own. Your body is not going to reject it. It's a transplant, literally, and take it from where you don't want it and put it where you do want it, and it really does make a huge difference. And it doesn't have to be exaggerated at all. You will lose some of the fat. Let's say they put in, 500 cc's, maybe in a year. Not all the 500 is still there. Some of the fat it has to like revascularize and get happy in its little home, its new home. And so, you might have, 70% of what they put in. So they always overfill a little bit, but they're using fat now, not just in the BBLs, but really for all kinds of facelifts, for breast augmentation, but not a full breast. But if you wanted a little curve, like let's say you just didn't have some fullness up at the top, they can take it from where you don't want it and put it in your face, put it there, and
what if you're a thin person and you have no fat? Is there like a fat bank? Like, is there somebody else's fat you can use, or does it have to be your own fat?
So that's a great question though, because it seems like, wouldn't that be the great? I'd be the first one like lining up to like
donate to the fat bank.
No. To take my fat, please, and I can make some money. I mean, God, you know. Anyway, being 5'1", you know, it's like it's this constant battle. You know,
you are tiny. Oh my gosh.
I've been tiny, but it has been a while. I'm working on it though. But yeah, so you can donate your own fat to your, you know, your they call it autologous fat. So it means it comes from you. Mm-hmm. You can bank your own, but it gets really expensive. So it's maybe not going to stay very, very good over time. And so really, you know, but yes, for skinny people, and Dr. Swiston.
I love me, my Dr. Swiston. He's my man.
Yeah, Dr. Swiston, we did a podcast on skinny BBL. That's what they're calling it, skinny BBL. So he said, you know, even very thin people, I can usually find a place where I can take it from. So, you know, there's always a little something extra. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, he addresses that all on the podcast.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been talking to a couple people lately who haven't had Botox yet, and they're our age, a little nervous about it, but of course I've talked them through it. But then they might have the problem of, well, I want filler and I want some Botox. I want it light, but I don't know if I can afford that all at the same time. So I was like, don't you worry about it, right? Because now
there's financing, and it's literally, so there's a new company, or new to us anyway, that is called Cherry. And for med spa financing, of course, there's financing for all the surgical procedures, and there's multiple different companies depending on where your situation is and what your needs are. But Cherry does financing for med spas specifically. And it does make it so much easier, because a lot of times it's like you want to have that treatment plan kind of executed, and because I think that's what's really great about our providers is they want to help you with all the things that what's your goal. They're going to find out what your goal is and then help you get there. And it might be able to be done in one day, or it might be like, okay, we're going to do this and let's wait in 3 months and let's see where you are and let's reassess, because the worst thing is to be overdone. You know,
right. This is what this one's worried about.
Yeah, this is what we see. And I think in the media, that's what, well, and now, I mean, gosh, with all these filters, it's hard to tell.
I know it is.
It's like you can put yourself on these crazy filters and you're like, oh my God, and people think they're real and they're not real. But anyway, it's really interesting to see, you know, how our patient providers will take that patient, help them get to that goal that they want to see, and using that Cherry financing, you can get it done at the same time. And,
yes.
And that's where I think, you know, if you want threads, because threads that just, I mean, it's crazy. These little pieces of suture are like hundreds of dollars a piece at cost. I mean, they're crazy expensive, but it's a technology that really works. We use the best ones. Con, who, and all of our providers do the threads. They do a beautiful job. But Con, he's a national trainer. He's like
you do not want to get those done from somebody that is not La Jolla Cosmetic. Let me just put it that way.
What's interesting? So he was telling me that when you read online, if you see something online where somebody is saying, you know, I had those threads, they just didn't work. Well, you probably didn't have enough of them. Mm-hmm. They were trying to do it on a budget, like, oh, $500 and you're done and you're going to have your whole face perfect. And it doesn't work like that. And so to really make the difference, you have to have the practitioner understand where to use them, which ones to use, and how many you're going to need to get to that result. And I think that's what sets us apart, is that we really, you'd rather not throw away $500 thinking you're going to get this great thing. You'd rather, if it's going to be $2,000, but you're paying over time at no interest or something, but then you get what you want, you're going to be good for a couple of years. Mm-hmm. Then, you know, you can get your Botox touch-ups or whatever, but I think that makes it really doable for people. You know, we do it with our cars, we do it with
But cosmetic surgery, you do not want to cheap out on that, ever.
And, you know, and this is something that I think, being so close to the border, a lot of people will say, oh, I'm going to go to a Botox party over here. we don't know what stuff's coming into our country for Botox parties. You want to go to some, I mean, who knows what they're putting in your face? And so Dr. Brahmi, we were talking about on the BBLs, and, can a BBL, a Brazilian butt lift, be reversed? And he said, actually, that does happen. But he had a lady who had gone out of the country. She'd gone to Turkey or somewhere to get her BBL. It was too big. It wasn't right. She wanted it undone. So he's like, yeah, sure, no problem. We can do that. He goes in there, and it's like some foreign substance that nobody knew what it was. Well, and it was it was ingrained. It was like a part of her.
Because you remember for a while, people were getting busted left and right because they were using silicone that they used in car engines.
Yeah, they were using all kinds of crazy stuff. Mm-hmm. It's like, why?
Yeah, just watch Botched if that's even still on. I
don't know if it is, and that's one of those things people always ask me, and I'm like, I never did. I guess because I do it all day long at work. I'm in the industry. I don't want to see things go wrong. I'd like to be like, no, it's perfect. I don't want to see those things, but I'm sure it's interesting. But yeah, maybe chefs don't watch cooking channels. I don't know.
Well, it's interesting because you can't believe that there's surgeons out there that would say, well, sure. You're 5 feet tall and you want boobs that are the size of like an 18-wheeler tire.
It's the money.
Sure.
Well, money talks. And that's where you have to be able to, and this is why I think, why have I stayed there for so long? I love what I do, but I respect the people that I work with and the way that they practice medicine. And because it's all serious. I mean, we all can talk and laugh and joke, and it's, just Botox. Well, what could go wrong? Things can go wrong. Mm-hmm. And when they do go wrong, it's not good. And so we do our very best to do, 5-star service for every patient every time, and, have results that they love. And if they don't love them and something's not right, we try to fix it. We wouldn't be around as long. And so I really respect the people I work with and feel comfortable promoting, because that's my job, is really kind of the community manager and creative manager, and, being able to promote, because I believe in them, and I would a volunteer to jump on that table or in that chair with any of them at any day. And if they say, hey, this is my first time doing it, I'm like, I'll be your, it's not going to go so wrong that you can't fix it. With the people I work with, they're so good.
It's integrity. So, you guys have integrity, and
exactly.
I would do the same thing. I would, if you guys said, hey, what's that thing called again?
Morpheus.
Lori, you want to try? Yep. Yeah. I trust you guys 100%.
She would just have yes stamped to her forehead.
Yes.
Well, I think we should do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Get rid of this.
I know nothing about the downtime, so I'm just saying.
I don't care.
Right now.
I don't care.
I don't know if there, there probably is some, but anyway.
No, I'll have to call in sick to work. Oh no.
I'll take care of you.
Thank you.
That's right.
So I know you guys do have so much integrity. All the doctors do. In your career, and I don't know if this is something you can answer, have you ever had someone come to you for a procedure where they've just said, no, you need to get help? Like you can't, we will not do this.
Yeah, lots of times. And body dysmorphic disorders are a real thing. Yeah. And even in things like, you can be thinking about, okay, it's a surgical thing because they're really fixated on a certain body part. But even in fillers, and like, you get a new normal in I think this is where some of these girls are like, why are their lips so huge? Yeah. What happened? Mm-hmm. Because you get a little, you're like, oh, that becomes your new normal. Yes. And you adjust to that, and you're like, oh, a little bit more. Oh, and you adjust to that, and your brain starts to do things. And so I'm always going in there saying, I do not want to look like some strange old woman who's got these crazy lips, so I'm going to tell you I trust you to fix it and do what would be appropriate for my age and not have something crazy. But yeah, there are, I think that's the thing, is, not just taking people's money, because we can take your money and do it, but if you're not going to be happy, or it's going to create other issues, then you're never going to come back. And that's why we've been around so long, because we're honest with people. And if they need surgery, and let's say they come to our med spa and they think they want cool sculpting for an area, but they really need liposuction, if that's what's going to make them happy to get them to their goal, we just say, you know what, you need to talk to one of the surgeons downstairs, or vice versa. If they come to a surgeon and say, I need my eyes done, and they like, your eyes look great, go up upstairs and have some laser, and that's going to fix it. And that's like you're talking about, that integrity that you talk about, to have them feel like they're being taken care of in a way that you trust us.
Of all the companies and people I've ever been a spokesperson for, La Jolla Cosmetic by far is my favorite.
Aww.
And I feel so good telling people to go there. I mean, more than anything.
Well, I looked at your video today with your
Of
M&Ms,
what?
your M&Ms.
Oh, and my Red Bull.
And your Red Bull. They're just like, don't do it. I was like, what's she going to do? What's she going to do? What's going to happen?
I was supposed to give it up for my resolution.
You were? Oh,
yes.
Okay. Well, I don't make resolutions for that very reason. I don't want to have to.
She was supposed to give it up for Lent too, and she didn't do that.
She's coming up on the 1 year anniversary of that.
I know.
So, but anyway, what was I saying?
I don't know.
Where was
What
I
about
going?
the video? You said something about the video. Oh, well, whatever.
Which video?
My video.
Oh, your video today. Yeah, duh. Okay. You look so much like Evan. I'm like, this girl,
my gosh.
you're aging backwards.
Thank you to you guys.
And I'm not like just saying this. Like I kept looking at you. I see so much of Evan and how darling she is, and you. And I'm like, God, this transformation is just, but nothing on you looks odd or out of place or at a wrong proportion. And I think that's what makes it so perfect. Nobody would ever need to know. You talk about it, which I love, because I'll talk about whatever. But a lot of people want to keep it private, and that's totally fine. But I think nobody would ever know if you wouldn't have said.
There's a guy that I think probably for 10 years, I've been going to this Jack in the Box that's up the street. His name is Luis. I used to go get like 2 things of ice every day, because I used to be addicted to chewing ice, but I'm not anymore. But I'm getting there. So today I went to get a breakfast sandwich. I pull in, I'm like, Luis, oh my God, you're still here. How are you? It's been like 2 years. I haven't seen you. And he goes, you look exactly the same from when I saw you 10 years ago. And then you do. And I was like, La Jolla Cosmetic. Thank you very much, La Jolla Cosmetic. I can thank them 100% for that. Thank you, Luis. And thank you very much.
Well, it's true. And I think, Con had made a point about, somebody said, well, in 3 years, will I look like I need more or what? He goes, look, if you can just look like you do now in a couple years, or, you're winning. You might not look 10 years younger on certain procedures, but if you could kind of almost stop time a little bit, that's a great yes. result. That's a great goal to have. You don't have to look like a whole different person or look like a gazillion years younger. It's just like, okay, let's stop those little dynamic wrinkles from happening with
Sometimes
a little Botox.
I wonder if I never had any Botox or any filler, or I've never set foot into La Jolla Cosmetic, what would I look like today?
You'd look like me.
I would look like a crumpled paper bag.
No, I don't think so. But it all works. This is why I can't get another job. What would I do?
You're so good at it too.
What would I do if I didn't have like my people on call?
So I really think you should listen to the podcast. So where can they find your podcast, La Jolla Cosmetic Podcast?
The La Jolla Cosmetic Podcast, wherever podcasts are, and just to add to my stress, we've been filming them too.
Yes,
for YouTube. So we're on YouTube. We have a bunch of YouTube shorts. The girls are doing some amazing stuff on social media.
Oh, good.
So you'll see a whole bunch of things on our Instagram, which is at LJCSC. And then our podcast is everywhere. But, if you like to watch something, then it's really nice. I mean, it's just me talking with the doctor, but it's sometimes better than listening if you're a visual person, and if you're a listener, then anywhere you get your podcast.
And if you want to see before and after pictures or read all the reviews, they're glamfam.com.
Glamfam.com. Yeah.
And the new location opens
on March 1st.
Awesome.
Yeah.
In Carlsbad, or is it La Costa? Considered.
Well, yeah, it's La Costa Avenue it's Carlsbad, technically,
okay.
The city of Carlsbad, but it's right. Being a local. So Dr. Breister, she's a local. We have so many San Diego natives on our staff, which is super interesting because you don't see that very many places.
You were born here?
I'm second generation. My mom was born here too.
Same with this one.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
So we have all these doctors
Same with
now.
my
that
Dr. Riedler.
Yes, Dr.
Yes.
Riedler, Dr. Breister.
How is
and
she?
Then, she's good. She's so good.
I'll be seeing her this year.
Yes.
We're waiting.
Yes.
You just come on over whenever you're ready. Because that's the thing, it's not my timetable or your, Dr. Riedler's timetable, it's yours. And when you're ready, and you got to, there's a fair amount of like emotional, fortitude you got to have and be ready to have a little downtime, not a ton, but a little.
I'm getting them ready. I'm getting them ready to go this year for sure.
Yeah. And then also one more thing we're going to do, because it's just a couple days away. And tomorrow, I think the Star 94.1 people are going to go do a home for Humble Design. So we do a lot of different charity initiatives throughout the year, and we've always been giving back. And so Humble Design, they come in, it's sort of like you would see on HGTV. It's if you're a formerly homeless person, they've given you an apartment, but it's empty. And so furnishing it, making it beautiful, it's like done in a day. And so they go in on Monday, they interview the family.
Is it Jesse and Tati?
They're going to do a home. Yeah.
Awesome.
The iHeart team's going to do a home tomorrow. And then that will kick off a month in February where it's called, we just gave it a name, Humble Design Dream Home. And so we're doing a fundraiser for 3 weeks, and it'll end at the station on the 24th of February. But for 3 weeks in February, where you can donate any amount, like you say, I want to help give that person pots and pans, or I want to help furnish the bedroom, and so we'll be raising funds for that, because homelessness is a huge issue in our city, and people work really hard to get into housing. But when they get into that housing, it's just empty. And nationwide, the average in a year, if somebody's getting placed in housing in a year, 50% of them will be back on the street.
Oh, wow.
When Humble Design comes in, it's 1% at a year.
Wow.
So they are still in that. Look.
Oh, wow.
The
Yeah.
goosebumps.
You got them.
It's the most amazing thing. If you can volunteer for them, it's amazing. You can,
Humble Design. Okay.
Humble Design. So go to humbledesign.org or Humble Design San Diego. But they're going to be doing a house tomorrow, and then, maybe it's Thursday. And then they're going to do a reveal. It'll be on Humble Design San Diego's Instagram. And then we're going to kick off that Humble Design Dream Home with Jesse and Tati.
Oh, good.
And that'll be happening in February. So that's something that's also new for us this year, because we usually do kind of a giving campaign right around Thanksgiving. But this year we're doing it around Valentine's, which is cool because iHeart and we love Humble Design. And so it's just kind of a neat, feel good month of February.
Oh, I love that. I'm going to follow that for sure.
Yeah, I love that.
Well, is there anything else you want to promote or say before we?
I just I wrote some things down so I wouldn't forget. But I think we covered everything.
Okay, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
I
It's
love
fun
having
to
you
be
on
here.
every
Yeah.
year just to
So
talk
good
about.
to see you
It's good to
again.
see you
Happy
too.
belated
Best.
birthday.
Oh, thank you. You too.
Okay, we're gonna lock out. I say it. You know how it goes, right? I
been
say
a
it.
while.
I say it. Then you say it. Then Erik hopefully says it.
Gotcha.
Because sometimes he lags. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for watching on Instagram. Thank you, Capital Growth Inc., for sponsoring the podcast. We love you and love your podcast.
Love your podcast.
Love your podcast.
I love you, my sweet babies. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.